A peaceful fishing village rested beside a wide river surrounded by misty mountains. Children laughed near the shore, while fishermen prepared their boats for the day. Among them was a little girl sitting in her father's wooden boat. Happily. Splashing water with her hands, her father walked over carrying fishing nets and smiled warmly. "Stay away from the deep water," he warned her. "I'm going fishing. If you fall in, a giant fish might eat you." The little girl laughed fearlessly. "If a fish catches me," she joked, "I'll cook it with spices and eat it first." Her father chuckled, but then lowered his voice, dramatically. "If you do that, the river devil will come for you." The girl rolled her eyes. "There's no such thing as demons." Her father pointed toward the dark water, then looked carefully. Suddenly, he threw his fishing net over her head. The girl screamed in terror, burst into tears. Her father quickly pulled the net away and started doing funny tricks in the shallow water to make her laugh again. Soon the little girl was giggling happily. "Do another one," she shouted. But before he could answer, the river exploded. A horrifying shadow burst from beneath the water and wrapped around her father's body. He screamed as something dragged him violently into the river. The villagers froze in horror. Blood bubbled to the surface, and within seconds, the fisherman disappeared forever. The entire village fell into panic. People whispered that the river devil had returned to save the village. They summoned a famous monk known for hunting demons. The monk arrived confidently, carrying magical charms and weapons. Without hesitation, he threw an explosive talisman into the river. Boom! A massive blast shook the water. Moments later, a giant mantafish floated dead on the surface. The monk proudly announced, "The demon is dead." The villagers cheered in relief. They showered him with money, food, and gifts. But then a young man named Thames stepped forward. "You're all mistaken," he said calmly. "That creature wasn't evil. Mantafish are harmless." The villagers stared at him suspiciously. "Who are you?" someone asked. Tang smiled softly. "I'm a Buddhist demon hunter. You can call me a demon hunter." The monk immediately became angry because the villagers started listening to Tang instead. "You liar!" The monk shouted. "He's a fraud." The villagers quickly turned against Tang. They beat him brutally, tied him up with ropes, and hung him from a wooden post. Meanwhile, the fake monk assured everyone that the river was now safe. The villagers celebrated happily. Children jumped into the water. People laughed and splashed around, but Temp suddenly noticed something moving beneath the river. His eyes widened in horror. "Get out of the water," he screamed. Nobody listened. Then, suddenly, the water erupted again. A terrifying demon creature shot upward and grabbed a young girl before dragging her screaming beneath the river. Panic exploded. Everywhere, villagers rushed out of the water in terror. One man grabbed the monk angrily. "You lied to us." But the monk nervously replied, This is another demon." Suddenly, a long tongue whipped through the air and pulled another villager into the river. Everyone began running for their lives. Mothers screamed for their children. Chaos consumed the village. One woman named Jen desperately searched for her daughter near the collapsing bridge. Tang shouted to everyone, "Stop running, lie down, and stay still. If the demon thinks you're dead, it may leave." For a moment, everything became silent. The demons circled beneath the water. Then Jen suddenly called out to her daughter. The child panicked, started running. Instantly, the demon attacked. It wrapped around the girl and dragged her toward the river. Jen and several villagers desperately tried pulling the child back, but they failed. The monster pulled her beneath the water forever. Thames finally freed himself from the ropes. Meanwhile, Jen jumped into the river, seeking revenge, but the demon appeared directly before her. "Give me back my daughter." She cried. The creature instantly killed her. Then it slammed into the wooden bridge. Shattering support pillars, villagers fell screaming into the water below. A little boy slipped from the collapsing bridge butt. Tang leaped forward and saved him at the last second, using a water wheel. Tang carried the child to safety. However, the demon destroyed the remaining bridge supports. Tang fell directly toward the monster, barely escaping death. He watched as the demon became trapped beneath a massive wooden structure near the riverbank. Tang turned toward the fake monk. "If we work together," he said, "we can capture it alive." Reluctantly, the monk agreed. Both men jumped on the wooden platform, trying to launch the demon onto land. But the creature was far too heavy. Villagers joined in one after another. Still nothing worked. Then suddenly a gigantic heavy woman stomped. Onto the platform, the entire structure collapsed downward, crushing the demon beneath it. Moments later, the river demon transformed into a human-like form. The villagers prepared to kill it immediately. But Thames stopped them. "Please," he begged. "Let me try to save it." He opened a small book given to him by his master. Inside were strange nursery rhymes believed to purify evil hearts. Thames began singing softly. The demon trembled violently. But instead of calming down, it became enraged. Suddenly, a mysterious woman named Duan appeared, with incredible martial arts and magical rings. She defeated the demon effortlessly, using enchanted cloth. She sealed the monster into a tiny puppet. The villagers celebrated her as a hero. Tang looked ashamed. He had failed to save anyone. Later, Tang returned to his master and confessed his failure. His master explained the horrifying truth. The river demon had once been a kind man trying to rescue a child near the river. But villagers misunderstood him and murdered him. His hatred transformed his spirit into a demon. Tang asked, "Can nursery rhymes truly change a demon's heart?" His master smiled gently. "A true hero does not destroy evil. He transforms it." From there, Tang's journey became even darker. Because somewhere far away, a terrifying pig demon was already waiting. And this monster would soon lead Tang toward the greatest danger of all, the legendary Monkey King. To be continued. Show more, show less. Far beyond the mountains, inside a cursed restaurant hidden in the darkness, a terrifying pig demon sharpened his blades while smiling at the next humans about to enter. At the same time, Thames continued his journey without knowing that destiny was pulling him toward the most dangerous creature ever. Came prison, the legendary Monkey King. But deep inside the mountain prison, two glowing eyes suddenly opened, and a chilling voice whispered, "After 500 years, freedom is finally coming."